So the first step on this t-shirt journey is sorting through all of my shirts. So this might take a while, but I have time. It's summertime. I'm relaxing, doing what I want to do. And this is something that I want to do. So first shirt. I got this one from a friend of mine. Shout out Susie. We worked at a summer camp together in Killeen, Texas. I still haven't been to Yellowstone Park, but it's on my list. She and some of the campers that year, like the 4th or 5th year campers, they went, and that was a souvenir that she brought me back. This shirt, pretty self-explanatory. Educational higher educational foundation, Claflin University, home of the mighty Panthers. Changing minds. This was a shirt from my youngest sister, who started a t-shirt business, and that was one of the things she was all about, like really getting people to be just conscious, like know what you believe, know what you stand for, like, and be willing to speak up for those things. And speak up for people and all that good stuff. Family shirt, family reunion shirt, Seegers, Seagars. You see all the different spellings. Interesting history behind all of that. Why do I have a green tint on my screen? I don't know. But interesting history behind that. I may come back to it when I do the family shirt. And what I'm doing, I'm just making piles on the floor. Yeah, I know. I'm just making piles on the floor to know how many quilts I'm gonna make. They might end up being like little throw blankets. It depends on how many shirts I have for each category. I still love Jesus tees, but at one point, like, I really, really, really loved Jesus tees, and every time I saw one, I had to pick it up. And so that's one from that phase. Photographed a birthday party, and they had a Mickey Mouse theme. They bought me a shirt for that. Another family shirt. I actually created this design, Seeger Strong, and we wore that at Seeger's Day, which I may talk more about once we get to the part about making a family shirt, but I wore that at Seeger's Day. This is a simple shirt, but I love the quote on the back. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer your self in any direction you choose. I don't have a lot of favorite Dr. Seuss quotes or Dr. Seuss quotes that I really like, but that's one of them that I like. Like, use your brain, like, use your feet, put your feet to work, go. This is another school shirt. I'm gonna put all my educational and school shirts together, but we had field day. I was a part of the 4th grade team. We called ourselves Quality Quad. That was a cool team to work with. We got along really well and did a lot of fun stuff together. This is a shirt from youth camp, forward with the scripture 1 John 2:1 on it, with the reference on there from youth camp. If you know me, you probably know that I was the director of a youth camp for how many years? I don't know how many years. It was down in Century, Florida, and it was good. Church camp, a lot of fun, activities, just teaching different Bible stories. Like, we had a theme for the week, and everything matched up with the themes. Did a lot of fun, just camp stuff that I actually learned from the camp I talked about earlier in Texas, which was started off as Camp Coca-Cola when I first worked there, and then switched over to C5, which it's now known for. I still love graphic tees, and so whenever I would see one that really kind of stood out to me, I would get it. And this was one of them. Like, whatever you're doing in life, do it because it's attached to your purpose, not for the money, the praise, the power, the fame, but do it because it's attached to your purpose. I think I'm gonna put this with my church shirts, because that's where I think my purpose starts, like with my relationship with Christ, with all that he has given me, and like just the different things that he's put on my heart, like has allowed me to learn, has allowed me to experience, has allowed, like, just all of that. I think it's all attached to what I'm supposed to do and give back to the world. This is another school shirt. For a few years we did the house system where we kind of divided the classes up into, we had 4 different houses. And so that was the house I was a part of. It's another church shirt. Youth conference. Another church shirt. This was a gift that I got, but I love it. So now when you see LOL, not just laughing out loud, but living out loud. And as the bottom says, and saved, which is something I believe, like, you can have a lot of fun and still live a life for Christ. I do. Another youth camp shirt. One year we had, the theme was the race, and we were just talking about the race of life, like knowing what it involves, knowing how to get through, how to live life successfully so that you come out a winner. Another church shirt. My sister actually made this. This was from my home church, the parish we did. We used to do summer trips for the youth, and that might have been the last trip that we did. This was in what year? 2017? This was in 2017. We went to Great Wolf Lodge. This is a shirt that I really like. This one I got a few years ago. I was doing the Ultimate Outsider Challenge, and what that is the challenge to visit all of the state parks in South Carolina. And so I finished that challenge, and I got this shirt as a part of finishing that. I don't know which stack this goes in. This is just kind of a miscellaneous. I'll put it there. Let's see what this one is. This is a camp shirt. C5 Texas. This is what the 5 C's stand for. Another photography shirt. If you need photos, contact Smiles by T. I have a lot of these shirts that I'm going to be putting on the t-shirt, and I haven't decided if I'm going to keep all of them and make all of them a part of the t-shirt, or if I'm just in the end going to select 1 or 2. I don't know. This was a shirt, again, designed by my youngest sister, and I decided to put this one on the blanket instead of keeping it because it says RB Stall, which of course I don't work at Stall. I think that might go in miscellaneous too. This is I probably should keep this shirt. I just got this shirt last year. This is a shirt, Teacher Forum. I received this for being nominated Teacher of the Year at my school, which I actually got up to being in the top 5 for the district. One of my favorite shirts, just a nice little graphic tee. Natural hair rocks. Yes, it does. I bought that shirt, the Natural Hair Rock shirt, and this shirt, I think around the same time. I can't remember. I Am Woman. And I love all of the words in the Afro, just different adjectives to describe a woman, in particular a black woman. I love that. This is another photography shirt. This is another photography shirt. This one is one that, all right, so this shirt I got when I went up to the Motown Museum. It was a good experience. The museum was much smaller than I expected it to be, but I enjoyed it. But I remember walking out of the museum, and it's not in the best neighborhood. So first, when I pulled up, I was like, am I in the right place? Do I feel safe getting out here? But I got out, parked, went into the museum, enjoyed everything. And when I came out, of course, I was in a rental car. I could not find my car. So at that moment, I was like, I'm stranded in a strange area. Somebody done stole my car. Like, what am I gonna do? But then I remembered, Toya, you're in a rental. Like, look for the rental car, not your car. So I wasn't stranded. That was a good trip. I'll put that there. This is a math shirt. I was the host for the mathathon. This was actually the final year of Orangeburg 5 being a district before consolidation, and I was asked to I wasn't the host. I had to like read out the instructions or something for how we were going to do the rotations for the mathathon. It was pretty cool. It was a good experience of having the kids come together at the high school. They had different challenges, individual challenges where they could win different awards, but then they also had some team challenges. So that was fun. This was one of the best things I've done. If Slide the City ever comes near you, I suggest you do it. If you don't know what it is they shut down a road in the city and roll out this huge slide, and you literally are on a water slide going through a part of the city. This was so much fun. I got this shirt because I was there early and decided to volunteer, which I don't remember having to do a lot of work. I don't even remember any of the work I did, to be honest, but it was fun. School shirt, last day of school. This is another school shirt, just with a little educational quote on. Some of these shirts I'll actually be able to use the back and the front. It's a photography shirt. This is another shirt from one of the best trips that I've been on. In 2018, I went with a group to Jerusalem. I did the Holy Land tour, and that was a really good trip. It was amazing to read the Bible, have the Bible read in the places where like those events happen. That was good. If you are a believer, that's a trip that I recommend. Go on that trip. It's something different about just being there. And of course we know with geography, like just land kind of shifts and things, but being in some of the same cities, like I don't know, just being in the places that you read about. And so now sometimes when I hear some scripture, I'm like, oh man, I was in that city, or I saw that gate, or I saw like this, not that gate, but like that street or something like that. Just a cool experience. Another house shirt, put that in the school stack. Another school shirt. The pre-K team worked very well with the coaches. For 8 years, I worked as an instructional coach, helping the teachers with technology, math, data, and the pre-K teachers, when they would get shirts, sometimes I would get one too. Let's see. This shirt, this looks like a Claflin shirt because of the color. A lot of my shirts I'm putting in this t-shirt blanket because of the deodorant stains there. But I'm gonna make this. Where'd I put my other Claflin shirt? But I'm going to make the t-shirt blanket, and then I'm gonna buy some more shirts. Another Marshall shirt. This was my favorite shirt, the baseball sleeves. And this one, I'm trying to figure out why I'm giving this one away. It must have a stain in it. Yeah, it has some stains on the bottom, so I have to give it away. Not give it away, I have to put it in the blanket. Every year as a teacher, I would have themes for my classrooms, and for 2 years I had the fortunate opportunity to teach classes of all boys. Those were my favorite 2 years ever. And 1 year we were the dream team, so this was the shirt we made. Got all the boys' names there, admin team. This was good. This is one of my favorite years of teaching. Let's see, what is this shirt? This shirt was a gift from a client. I did some photos for her, And on we did it over the course of 3 days, and at the end of the third day, she gave me that shirt, so that was cool. This is another school shirt. All right, I had to pause. I locked myself out of my car today, and so I was making this video while waiting on the locksmith to come, which he just came and literally unlocked my car in less than 10 seconds. That was the easiest $50 he ever made. This is another t-shirt, another school shirt. This was the beginning of the year. I think it was after the pandemic that shirt came in. This was also another pandemic shirt, which this one was interesting. Created the shirt, teachers can do virtually anything. And I remember reading an article during that year where it talked about how sayings like that were like gaslighting teachers, and I never thought about it that way. It was meant to be a shirt to just encourage, let teachers know, like, you can do this, you can get through it. Yes, this is tough. Yes, a lot's going on, but you can do this. You are equipped. And as a coach, one of the things that we attached to it was teachers can do virtually anything, and we're here to help. But I just thought that article was interesting and just made me think about that. Like, I think I stopped wearing that shirt afterwards. This was a shirt. This was my brother's shirt, which I don't know how I ended up with it, but once I got it, I just kept it because I liked it. Another Jesus tee. I love this shirt, and I hate that it got stains all in it. But it just says faith. Very simple shirt, but just that one word, faith. Another school shirt, Coach One. I think we had twin day at school, and so Smith and I wore those shirts. Claflin University shirt. Couldn't wait to be a sophomore so we could get some hours in. I remember us deciding on that shirt. I think all 4 years when I was at Claflin, I served on the Student Government Association, so I was a part of like helping to choose the shirts and just kind of make decisions for the class. And I just remember that because it was always a joke, of course, to freshmen, like, you don't have hours, you ain't got no hours, kind of thing. So as a sophomore, we could now say we have hours. Freshmen got hours. And that, of course, was when that whole milk campaign was real popular, got milk. So yeah. Another photography t-shirt. Church shirt. This was as an adult, this was put that there. When I got that shirt, grew for St. Jude, I was on a cruise, and that was my first cruise ever as an adult, and that was one of the best trips ever. I love the concept of a cruise. Like, it's so greedy, I know, but like all the food that you can eat and the variety of food is what I like, so you don't get bored eating the same thing over and over and over, and you don't have to drive anywhere to decide what you want to eat, but everything is just there. And I loved the dining experience where the menu would change according to where you were, and so they would always give you dishes from whatever location you were in, like native to that place. So that was cool. And of course I tried everything, even the escargot, which I'll let the fancy people keep that. I was not a fan. This was another really good trip. This was a trip that I took to Malawi, Africa. A teacher that I was working with, shout out Sarah Gregson, she and a friend of hers, they connected with someone who travels to Malawi every year to do different trips. And on our trip, because we were all educators, we connected with the local school, and we went in and shared school supplies, but we team taught. We got to do some of the teaching, and we also just got to learn about how they do school in Malawi. So that was it. It was a cool experience. I enjoyed seeing another part of Africa. Another Smiles by t-shirt. I think I'm almost at the end. This is another shirt from pre-K. You see I had to add coaches on the side. It looks like my which makes sense. It looks like my work related shirt will be my work related quilt will be the largest. This is another family shirt, which because this is a duplicate, and I only have 3 shirts in that stack, but because that's a duplicate, I don't even know if I'll use it. Another Claflin shirt. And I think I only had 3 Claflin shirts. I started putting my Claflin shirts with my shirts from work, my Marshall shirts, but I think I want to separate those. I'll just have to figure out how. And some of the shirts, instead of having one theme, may have multiple. We'll see. Another Jesus tee. I'm gonna give you a second to see if you can figure it out. Actually, I'm gonna put it back up, take a screenshot, then see if you can figure it out. Pause it, then come back and see if you were right. So it says, I once was blind, but now I see. I once was blind, but now I see. I love that shirt when I saw it. All right, nearing the end. Another school shirt. Last is school. Get your crayon. Get it? Crayon. Crayon. Woodland High School, class of 2004. I could probably put these. I can probably put my high school shirts and my Claflin shirts together, because I have a few. This is another Woodland shirt. A few years ago, my high school started doing tailgating, which was cool. It was a good way to connect with some classmates that I don't keep in touch with regularly. And each year we decided to do shirts. But of course, I don't wear the shirts much. I need to start just getting them larger, so that they're more comfortable exercise shirts. I like wear my shirts range from a medium to like a 2X, and I like the larger shirts to exercise in, and then I wear like the medium, the large, and the extra large, really depending on the type of bottom that I have on, shorts, pants, skirt, whatever. Another school shirt, and that's the last of them. So all of the shirts are sorted. The next step is to buy the little, I guess you call it a cutting board, and the tools that I need to cut out the square. I think I'm gonna do squares, but to cut out the squares, and then get ready for whatever the next step is for quilting. So I'll see you back when it's time for the next step.